as you know, I'm just calling you back here just because I want to get to know you a little bit better as a person, because hopefully if I do, I'll be able to make better book recommendations for you, okay? So tell me, like, what makes you you? Like, what are you interested in? What do you care about?
Well, I'm reading a book right now. It's called Jim Candy. It's like the first book I really liked, I guess.
Okay, awesome. Let's wait for books for a minute, because like I wanted to hear about you and just like all the rest of your life first, and then we'll talk books, okay? All right. So tell me, like, what do you do for fun?
So I want to play football next year. I played my freshman year, but didn't play this year.
Okay, but you're planning to get back in it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. What do you play?
I don't know yet. Whatever they put me on.
Okay, what did you play last year?
D-line.
D-line.
So I want to be like a little school now.
Okay, that's really a great attitude that you have, that you're like, I'll play anything they put me on. That's how to impress your coaches, so that's awesome. Good job with that. What about like, other than football, what do you do for fun?
I draw sometimes, but I'm not an artist. Yeah.
Okay, so you just do it for fun?
Yeah, I just.
Do you have any sketches I can see, like on you or on your camera?
No.
Will you come by and show me sometime?
Yeah, I mean they're not the best. I mean, like I just draw. Like I'll show my little brother.
Well, I promise it's better than what I can do. I always tell everyone, like when they ask me to like draw or do art, I'm like, I can barely write my name. You don't really want me to do art for you. I still would love to see it because, like I always love to admire other people's talents. What do you like to draw?
I draw cars because like I'm into cars, Mustangs, you know, fast cars.
Cool,
Sports
cool.
cars, yeah.
Awesome.
And trucks, yeah.
All right. And then, so you like football, you like cars, you like drawing. Anything else that I should know about you?
Well, I like to, in engineering.
Oh, cool. So
it's like it's not hard, but like I just don't like get my work in, but I still want to like, be an engineer and stuff.
Cool. So what kind of an engineer do you think you might want to be?
Aerospace.
Oh, awesome. That's really cool. Like work at NASA?
Yeah.
So do you plan on going to a 4-year college or start with community college?
If I get a scholarship. But I mean 2-year community college.
Okay, so here, remember this. This is super important, like, connection. If you end up going to a 2-year college, a community college, my husband runs a program at NASA that invites community college people to come and get to spend like a week at NASA. Well, it's not a whole week, it's like 3 or 4 days or something, but like you get to like tour all the facilities, you get to talk to astronauts and stuff like that. So please, if you end up in a 2-year college, look me back up and I will be happy to get y'all connected, and hopefully you can be a part of that program because it's a pretty amazing experience what he does. So anyway, that's random, but
Thank you.
yeah, no problem. Okay, so tell me about movies. Do you like movies?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what are your favorites?
I don't really have favorites, but
Okay, if
I mean,
you
I'll
were
watch
gonna,
anything if it's like interesting and stuff.
okay, if you were going to tell me, Miss Giel, you have to watch this movie, what would you tell me I have to watch?
I don't know.
Nothing? Like, no.
Well, there was a movie I wanted to watch. It was like about like storm something. I don't really remember.
What was it about?
It was like an apocalypse.
Okay.
Storm weather, something like that. Like weathers would like they would like control the weather, and then like one day like the weather controlling thing stopped. So like there was like a lot of like chaos.
Right.
And well, yeah, they would like they couldn't control it anymore. So there was like tornadoes and everything.
Okay, awesome. And then what about TV? Do you like any TV shows?
I'm watching All American right now.
What is that?
Football.
Okay, cool. Alright, so I have any books that you've read in the past and really liked?
Holes.
Holes? Tell me why you liked it.
I don't know. My teacher was reading to the class and then watched the movie. It
Okay.
was nice. Yeah.
Okay. Is there? But you don't remember any particular part you felt connected to? Okay. Anything else? Okay. Well, you said you're reading Jim Candy, right?
Yes.
How's that going?
Good. I barely started like last week. So.
Okay. And but so far it's like holding your attention. Okay, so I've got a couple of recommendations for you off the top of my head. The first thing I want to recommend to you is a book that just came out. It's by a guy named Neil Shusterman. He's a really popular author, and the book is called Dry. And I'm about halfway done with it right now, but here's kind of like the story. The story is California is out of water. So, what happens is there's like this neighborhood, like this girl lives in this neighborhood, and you know, she's obviously got neighbors, and she has a brother and a mom and a dad, and then you know, obviously it doesn't, people are panicking because you can only live for so long without water. So, you know, they try to go get water, you know, but you know, that only lasts a certain amount of time, and then, you know, the National Guard gets called in. But it's the story of like neighbors turning against neighbors, and kind of like a little war zone in this community, and then but also like friends and love, and so it's really similar to that movie that you were telling me about. I feel that it's the same idea, and it's written so well. It's like one of those books that I've been like staying up a little bit too late to read. So I want to recommend that. And by the way, I didn't write any of these books, so if I recommend a book to you and you're like, it's not going to hurt my feelings, okay? So does that sound interesting, or not so much?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, well then we'll write on a sticky note, Dry. That one's called Dry. And then I want to recommend a story called QB1. And the story there is, it's similar to Jim Campy. So basically the story there is there's a family of quarterbacks, and this is kind of the the Manning family football story. You know how there's the dad that's really great, and then, you know, the older brother that's really great, and then the younger brother. But it's like set in Texas, and it's set like in. Have you read it?
Yeah, no, I've seen it.
Oh, okay. Well, so you know what it's about. You don't need me to tell you. That is a book if you're interested in reading that. And then okay. And then let's see. Are you specifically interested in reading football books, or do you think you would like any kind of a sport book?
I would like anything.
Okay, another really great series that's out, that's just come out this year, is Jason Reynolds' track series. So I'm gonna pull this over to you to let you read the little blurb to see if it's something that you're interested in. And then I have one more recommendation for you. And then I'm going to just recommend this author to you as a whole. His name's Kwame Alexander. And he's really cool because a lot, not all, but a lot of his books are... Where did it go? I've been looking back at it. Just disappeared. A lot of his books are written in verse. And so, like, what that means, it's kind of like any of these books here, and you can click on them and, like, if you want to read more about any one particular one. But these are his books, and they're mostly written in verse. And so what that means is they're written in poem. But if you go all the way through the end of the book, it tells a whole story. It's pretty amazing. Like, I have no idea how authors can do that, but he does it, and he not only does that, but his books aren't just about sports. There's always like an underlying like story that matters. You know what I mean? Not just like, yay, we won the the game. So anyway, I recommend him as an author to check out too. All right, is there any questions you have for me or anything you want to ask? Okay, great. Well, I really enjoyed getting to know you. Let me know how you like those books, especially Dry, if you read it. Do you need a book now, or are you just looking for recommendations for later? Oh, because you're reading Jim Candy, so. All right, just hang on to that, and then that way, when you need something new, you'll have a list ready.
All right,
All right,
thank you, ma'am.
thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.